Taurus, hello, my loves. I should take this out of my... It's fine. Just don't pay attention to it. Sorry, I got really distracted by that. I hope that y'all are doing well. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Please give me a like, share, and subscribe if this video does resonate with you. Taurus, you have Alethea, the Unseen, the Bardo, and the Maiden. I mean, everyone is getting Alethea. There's just like some truth bombs being dropped, but you know, the unseen is kind of like dreams or premonitions. You know, just like sometimes it's just a knowing. It's something that has an element or an idea of being external to the physical realm. However it plays out for you. But I feel like this external experience that you're having is just like illuminating all the things that you couldn't make sense of before in a really big way. And Taurus, I feel like this has been in y'all's reads for like a minute, right? But you've just been like uncovering truths, and there was like an idea of divine protection because you just didn't know. And then, you know, it's like, well, now that you know, like, what do you do with this information? Do you, you know, like allow for it to send you into a place of just woe is me? And you know, like there are people who just like, they will find reasons to be unhappy, right? Like they will find reasons to not do things. They are like an excuse waiting to happen, right? And it's like, do you want to be one of those people, or do you want to be the person that you know that you were intended to be when you started out on this journey, right? Because I feel like you're seeing things, and this has been in y'all's read for a minute. But again, you're just like, you're gaining so much insight. I just feel like the lights turned on, all of the props were removed, you know, like the blood that was splurting out everywhere is like a sticky, mucusy, red dyed prop. You know what I mean? It's like everything was a prop. Like lights on, cameras aren't rolling anymore. Now you can see the whole fucking show. And it's like, it looks so cheap. Like I just get this idea of like, it just looks cheap, you know, like, wow. That was a really well written story, I guess, because when you look at it, you know, you're just kind of like, yeah, wow, you know, quite the production, you know, like, and your name's on it. Right? Because that's been a thing too, where it's like they're trying to trip you up. They're making, like, you're oblivious to the fact that people operate in this type of manner, and so they're taking advantage of that, and you're awakening to the fact that they took advantage. You know, it's like somebody who tells you that they're your friend and they're there to help you, but all the while they're lying to you, and they're keeping you right where they want you to be, because they don't give a fucking shit about you as a person. They give a shit about what it is, what power they can gain from you. And you handed your power over because, wow, what a great trick. But when you turn the lights on and you see it for what it is, that's some gnarly, nasty ass, cheap, disgusting shit. But there's freedom that comes from that, right? Because you were divinely protected. Taurus. Somebody's a little upset. I feel like there's just this level of frustration. That comes with the reality of the situation at hand. You know, like, damn. And I don't know if it was in your read or somebody else's read, but it's like every nice thing that you ever did, anything that you did that you that was like to the point of, oh, look at how good I am to you, is now to the point of, look how easy I thought I could play you. Look how little I gave a shit about you and your heart and your spirit and your like what should have been protected was exploited. It's fucking disgusting. And you know it. Okay, Taurus. Hope everyone's doing well. Some intense emotions going on right now, for sure. I feel like we're coming up to a full moon, though. Like maybe this weekend. I don't know. It's in Cancer, though. So it's like a moon sign full moon, which I feel like is somehow good for you. Couldn't tell you why. Okay. The moon, the hermit, and the 10 of wands. Well, there is like a real need to, like, when somebody does you dirty and you trusted them, one, it makes it hard for you to trust yourself in knowing which direction to move forward, because when you allow yourself to put trust in people and they play you, you've learned that you have poor discernment, guised as the beautiful character trait of giving everyone a try. Why? Who says? Why am I supposed to hand my power over to some motherfucker who's not proven to me that they are worthy of jack shit? You know what I mean? That logic doesn't make sense. And you got played, and now you're not quick to trust yourself when you're making decisions moving forward. And that's good. Like, you learned lessons. You elevated. Remember? Like, you ate that bag of woes, but fuck if you didn't. Like, you somehow now have this extra power that you've added to your little pocket of powers. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to feel hesitation, and you shouldn't ever just hand anything over to anyone, because people will play you the first chance they get. You have seen it first fucking hand. And had it laid on your hands. But your hands are clean. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to have to deal with. And it's forcing you to have to learn how to trust yourself so that you can build a genuine community where you feel safe. Because that's what you deserve. That's what you bring to the table. Don't sit down at a table of fucking nuggets. You know, like, you're the goddamn prime rib special. Like, prime rib Taurus. Okay. The World, the Hierophant, the 6 of Swords, the Fool, the Lovers, the 7 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands. Okay, well, let's start with the end. Because I think it's the end of having to wait to, like, have someone tell you which direction you should go. Nobody is going to tell, like, nobody who wants what's best for you. Like I think about my boys, right? I don't want to put them in a position where they feel like they have to make a choice one way or another about some things in their life that were, like, completely out of their control, right? I want them to know that they have a voice in any decision that they're making about their life. And so I would rather honor them having their voice in it than gaslight their ability to have experienced what they've experienced. Because, like, who am I to tell anyone how they need to feel or how they need to behave or how they need to act? Like those are not the type of people that you want in your life. and it's coming to an end because you have an awareness and you are utilizing your voice. And how are you going to know your voice if you don't ever use it, right? So start using it, become familiar with it, and make decisions accordingly. Because there's so much waiting for you, Taurus. You know, yes, you are sweet molasses babies, and it is a fact. Y'all are so slow to move. But when you move with intention and understanding. You know what I mean? So there is a power in what you do because you do it with such solidity in what you're doing, you know, like you can't push a boulder out of the way. Like if a boulder is moving, the boulder is moving in a very solid direction, and anything that gets in its path can just look the fuck out. You know what I mean? Once you get moving quickly, right? It's just kind of like you just gotta go. You just gotta go. I feel like you're in your feelings about something that's going on, right? You're having a hard time letting go of what's been going on. I think that even maybe if it's not even that you've had a hard time letting go, but you've just been coming into more understanding and more information, you know, to the point where you're like, okay, like now without question, you know, I have substantial evidence. Right? Judgment, that's funny. Because there is an idea of judgment that's being passed. Like an opposing, like there were two opposing arguments being presented. And the one made a lot of sense until you listen to the other one and you're like, wait a second. Right? It's hella easy to hate the villain until you understand that they're the hero. Strength, Six of Cups, and Knave of Cups. Well, I mean, again, obviously it's taking you a lot of strength to, you know, take these things into consideration and make moves in a direction that bring things into balance, bring things, you know, bring justice. Like justice is served, you know, because again, everything about this has felt so unjust and yet justified, like thoroughly justified, until you recognize like how nasty that argument was, because it was just playing on your ignorance, because it like that person knew that if you would have known what was really going on, that you wouldn't have behaved that way. They manipulated you, and you allowed for it until you realized exactly why you couldn't allow for it anymore. Like, nah, this bitch is tripping. Right? The temple. Right, because it's like, what do you worship? Are you the type of person who's like, just lie to me? I don't care. Just lie to me. just don't leave me. Lie to me. You know what I mean? No. Why? Because people who love you are not leaving you. You know what I mean? There's no being left behind. There's no being, you know what I mean? Like, that's not real. I don't know, Taurus. I would love to know how this resonates for you individually, because this feels very intense. If it does resonate, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And I will see y'all again soon. Bye.